What's up, guys? Infinite Space News here. We got some pretty good stories, so you know how it is. Let's just hop right into it. First up, we got my man, Elon Musk, whom you all know if you've been watching. I really like. Not in a gay way, but you know what I mean. And he is making bold claims as usual, and he's saying that in a few weeks, or about a week, the Starship S98, which is a prototype, the 8th prototype, obviously, will be finished, apparently. So this will be the one with nose cone, the flaps at the top and bottom, all that good stuff, you know. So this will probably be a full-scale actual prototype, because the ones before have only had weighted things at the top and haven't had flaps, most of them. So they haven't actually been the Starship. They sort of look like silos, you could say. So I'm very skeptical about this. I don't think this is actually possible. If he does make it, it's unlikely to actually work. I'm planning to do some sort of high altitude tests with it or something. So I doubt they're going to do it in a week. But you know how Elon is. He always making those crazy claims. But tell me what you think about this. Is Elon Musk just insane? Or do you think this is actually possible? I think it might be possible. It's just not very probable, in my opinion. I don't think it's going to happen. I think it will succeed at some point, just not in like a few weeks. But yeah, tell me what you think about that in the comments below. Now, next up in the news, we have Astra, who I have not heard of before, actually. Apparently, they're somewhere up in Alaska. But they recently have been doing some tests with their Astra rocket, I'm guessing that's what it's called. And apparently, this rocket failed its first attempt. So the reason I'm mentioning this is because really this hasn't happened all too recently. And this is something new to see, especially, like as I said, recently. Rockets do often fail, but not in such a catastrophic way. This one actually failed mid-flight, I believe. The people behind it said everything was alright afterward. They did get a lot of good data. But yeah, tell me what you think about that, really. I mean, there's not much to think about it, but, you know, could this mean, like, more failed things will be happening due to the space race? Because that's what I'm assuming happened, is that they've been rushing. Or maybe it's not that. Maybe they just had some complication, which is more likely. But yeah. Anyway, next on the news, we have something pretty cool, actually. And this is the world's largest digital camera. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because this camera will actually be used for space pictures. Because it's basically like a giant telescope in a sense, and it can take very good pictures, I'm guessing anyway, of faraway planets, considering it is the largest camera. So far it has taken over 3,000 images, or pictures, some of which I believe are indeed space pictures. So I just find this really cool, you know. Like you often hear about giant telescopes like the James Webb one, but you don't often hear about giant cameras, so I thought that was a pretty cool thing I'd mention. And lastly in the news, we have JAXA, who I don't normally talk about because they're not too big of a space company in the world, but they are quite big relative to all the space companies in the world. So their spacecraft, the MMX, which they'll be sending to Mars as part of our space race, they claim it will be the only one to take 4K resolution pictures on Mars. Now, I honestly don't know if this is very good or very bad. I'm assuming it's very good if other, you know, space companies have worse quality, but I do not know the quality of other space companies' cameras, so I cannot say if this is very good or very bad. I'm assuming for now, though, that this is supposedly very impressive, which, I mean, it seems like it would be. 4K I mean, not 4K, 8K resolution is pretty good. So I don't know if that's true. Tell me what you think about that in the comments below. Do you think that's just some lies they're spreading to make people uneasy? I don't know. That's it for today, guys. I've been working out the schedule for my school year, so it's been working so far, as you know, and I'll be uploading every single day. So yeah, if you have any comments or any opinions on all the stuff I mentioned, please leave it in the comments. And make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on this cool space news. And I will see you next time. So bye for now.